Union Army off their guard.
It was a very bold stroke by Lee to attack into the Union. It caught the Union forces by surprise initially.
It was always a war of new strategy, new tactics, and the armies were constantly adjusting. And you never knew where a battle was going to be fought. Suddenly, Lee is coming up into the north and seeking to get into the industrial areas of Pennsylvania and Maryland, and they met at a place none of them had ever really visited or heard of. It was called Gettysburg.
If he can beat the Federal Army on its own territory in Pennsylvania, then perhaps that Federal Army may go to pieces.
On July 1st, 1863, two massive armies meet on a battlefield that covers more than 6,000 acres.
The Confederates enjoyed tremendous success on July 1st, and then July 3rd came. R.E. Lee believed that he had an opportunity that would never present itself again, and so he settled on a final assault, a frontal attack aimed at the center of the Union line.
On July 3rd, General Lee ordered Major General George Pickett to rush his infantry of approximately 12,000 men against the entrenched Union forces at Cemetery Ridge. As later described by the defending Union soldiers, the fighting is horrific.
On they came, crowding a little in front, but as steady as rocks. Some regiments reserved their fire until they got within 50 yards, and then the enemy fell fast. But still on they came, and we could see their faces and hear their officers. It was almost too much for human nature to stand.
The assault that would later be known as Pickett's Charge resulted in the loss of some 6,000 Confederate casualties, and ultimately, the entire battle.
And these were casualties that the South just could not sustain. It was not the kind of decisive battle that Lincoln had hoped it would be in the end. Lee did escape with the bulk of his forces, but the South never got anywhere near that far north again.